Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Apple, and Amazon. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up. They're free. Or click down here in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Best in the business. Been using these guys for years. Check these guys out, venomtrading.com. You won't be disappointed. All right, let's see. Facebook daily chart. We did have 106 million on the day. Some big volume today once again. And this thing could not hold up. But we had big resistance up here, guys. So let's get into the chart in 1 second. So we're $1.24 up. We were about $3-4 up on the day. A little bit up after hours. And then 0.74% green on the day. So we are holding this area or this pivot here right around the 167.11 area. It is holding that. So we got some good support there at that level. But now we're down again and sideways, starting just like this. Down, sideways. Got to the pivot highs, couldn't hold, got some news, boom, boom. So we went to the 618 as well. Looking at the 618 from the shorter time frame with the Fibonacci level, we're going from these low pivots to this high pivot, and that gives us the 618 right here in this area, which is roughly about 164.24, and as well as this gap fill and the low pivot here, which comes to about 161.89. So that's great support with the gap fill. This area too. And let's see what happens, guys. The one thing that concerns me, though, is that we're out of this channel. And we're well below it now. They got to get it back up in there to get a little more bullish, guys. We're back below all the moving averages. Bearish sign. We're down. We're sideways. As long as this thing stays down here, guys, most likely it's going to be heading down. Next stop will be the 161.91 or double bottom. If that cracks, then we're going to this blue line here. And then this gap fill right around 155.11. If that gives, you got the 144.59 in play. And it could fast track there in a heartbeat. So be careful with Facebook. Bulls, you got to get back above the MAs and attack this trend line here, get back into the channel, and then shoot for the higher trend line and possibly new all-time highs. So a lot more to go with the Bulls. Got a lot of resistance up here, a lot of areas, some gap fills, and let's see if it could do it though. But if it stays below this, the 20 MA will start curling in the price. This will start chopping around like this. And hopefully we get a week or two, and then next thing you know, we're dumping out to those lower prices. So watch Facebook, guys. Great volume once again. It's all news driven right now, so be careful with this one. If you're taking a position, just don't go all in. Do the 10, no more than 10% on something like this. I'd maybe go a quarter position, maybe half at the most, depending. Shares, it's just a tough trade, guys. Right now, it's really not giving us, just hanging on to this area of support with the 618 and the gap fill. Other than that, it could drop again another $10 tomorrow, or it could shoot up another 10. So for me, I'm not trying to play this one either way. If it comes back into this area, possibly, this was the bounce right here pretty much. So if you were in calls, this is where you had to pretty much take it. So, but that's Facebook. Great volume. Let's see what it gives us tomorrow. If it gets back above the 200. But guys, at the end of the day, it's all going to be about the market trade. If the SPY, the Qs, the IWM are tanking, then this will tank. If the Qs and all those, the SPY and the IWM are just flat, then this could actually make a good run tomorrow. If the Qs and everything are up, then definitely this one could get some upside action. It is a little beat down. You get buy the dip mentality right here, but just be careful with your share size and your position, and with your how much equity you have in there, or how much money you have in there in that one trade. Just be careful. All right, let's go Apple. Apple, guys, just a weak horse today. Gosh, this was surprising. Surprising that the market wasn't down further, with Apple down about $4. So this was leading. Apple, Apple was going up, leading the way, and all of a sudden it's like clunk, clunk, clunk. We're back below the 20 and the 50 MA. That's big, guys. We did close right above the 382 retrace coming off this high. So let's see if this area will hold. Next big one here will be gap window, then gap fill right around the 167.37. Today, this thing was down, like I said, $4 or 2.27%. Not terrible, but not the best. I just don't, little bit getting ugly right here, guys. And then it broke this little pivot here. We did have a gap right Gosh, did it get there? I think it just missed the gap. Holy cow. So let's see if they gap this thing over and then gap it down, maybe gap it below 170. That would get this thing at least to go to this area here with the gap window or gap fill at 167.71. Then you have the other trend line at 167.37, which is gap fill right below. So you have a double gap fill. Gosh, if that doesn't hold, then you got the 200 MA. So let's keep an eye on Apple, guys. Volume was pretty good today, on this little bit of selling. So not that it's anything to worry about yet. I mean, it's still in the 170s, guys. But if this thing starts slipping and it cracks through here, you're going to go right back to this bottom here at 150, and then we'll have to take a look at it from there. So, and we'll look at it on the weekly chart because the weekly chart will be really important as well. I think we still are above the. Are we above the 20? No, we closed below the 20, so we're a little bit below. If we close below that 20 MA and even this trend line or the 167.37 area, then I think we'll end up going to the 160 area down here and then the 150. And ultimately, guys, I keep saying this, 120, wherever the 200 MA is. It might be at 130 by the time it gets there, but this will be the target, just like everything else, guys. So volume was pretty good on Apple. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Now do we go down? Do we start chopping sideways below these MAs? Watch for that. Now we're waiting for pattern. If we sell some more, great. If we get a reversal candle, then we'll try to figure out, okay, is this thing going to keep going? We'll have to watch volume as well, which is very, very important. And remember, guys, it's going to be about the SPY. SPY moves up, it's going to help these stocks go up. SPY's moving down, it's not going to help anything at all. SPY's flat on a day with light volume, then these stocks can have do whatever they want, basically, or whatever they want to get it to a price so they can make their most profit, the big boys. Because someone moves some stocks when it's once in a while. If the volume's at 50 million on the SPY and these are going up and down, someone needs some price action in these stocks, so watch out for that. But right now, guys, Apple's still okay. A little bit weaker on the stance because you're back below the 50 and the 20. Still above the 200, so still okay. Let's see what it gives us on Thursday and Friday, and especially on the weekly close or the Friday close. All right, let's look at Amazon. So Amazon, guys, you know what? Still holding this trend line, still up in this area, above the 20, the 50, and the 200 MA. This is the daily chart. We were down a little bit today, 465.29%, down a little bit after hours, but no great shakes, guys. The volume was a little bit, it was okay, not the best, not the worst, but not bad. Right in the range. 4 million, I think it was on the day. Yeah, 4 million. So we'll see what Amazon gives us tomorrow. I still thinking on the monthly chart, a lot of these charts are a little bit stretched. My price target for this one's about 10.13. If the markets are really dumping, then you're looking at this area here, right around 8.36 to the 7.20 area. This is just too extended, guys. Sorry. When it gets extended, Amazon will come back just like everything else in the universe, basically. So, but we're going to keep watching this. We have a fib here at 1573.07, and we also have a fib down here at 1529.98. So let's go back into the daily. Oops. So that's pretty much where we're at. That's the Fibonacci from the bigger high pivot to low pivot. This is your 250 from this area here, 1529.98, from this low pivot to that high pivot. All these numbers here are that. So we have some good, great support around 1443. Let's see what kind of a pattern this gives us. Let's see if it goes sideways, tries to make new highs. Does it crack through this trend line? It does do that. Then we'll have to see if it just comes straight down or if we just kind of chop, 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 maybe shoot up. And then if this pattern plays out, because you're down sideways, you break below this, the 1529 or so area, you will be stepping down to this 1450 area down in here. And when it's all said and done, like I always say, this is on the daily. Hasn't hit the 200 in a while on the daily. So that's my first price target, 1141. Okay. I mean, you still got 1443 if the markets sell. Okay, if they start dumping, all these stocks are going to get killed. 1323, that will be roughly one. That's the weekly chart, though. And then you have the monthly, which the 20 MA is right at 1013. Jeez. And that oh my gosh, it lines up with all this. High here is almost 1100, so maybe 1100 or so. We're going to keep an eye on this one though, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months up. I mean, straight up. This thing's got to stop. I mean, this is like the last, oh, hoo-ha, before they pull this thing back. So keep an eye on Amazon. Keep an eye on everything, guys. One thing to watch is the SPY volume. If it's heavier, most likely we'll be selling, and everything will be a market trade. If the SPY is down big, everything else is going to be dragging because the SPY is made up of a bunch of different stocks. And when the whole index is down, they're all going down too. It's pretty simple. On the lighter volume, then you can, make stocks go up and down a little easier with a little bit of volume if you have the big money like a hedge fund or a money bank or what have you. So, all right, so Amazon, guys, yeah, a little bit overdone. Let's see what happens in the next couple days or next week or so. See where it closes on Friday, and then we'll take a look at it next week and see what happens. So, all right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.